Oh boy, it's starting. It is starting. It's going live, boys and girls. Oh boy. So we have the aliens, Team Eya, going, just splitting evenly. Okay, they started in Pipeworks, and the Marines are going with 1-2-2, one left side, 2 middle, and 2 right side, with Doggo and Herakles here against Mephilles. Herakles kills Mephilles with nice shots in offloads, and Doggo and Herakles progress towards organ donation. Nice little boost here. Herakles is not parasited, so he goes in the vent he tries to surprise someone, but the aliens are not stupid and they saw it coming. So he gets parasited. There's a bit of action here in oxygenation. Herakles alone with some med packs against Hydras, a Gorge. Infamous goes down, but he takes one for the team because Herakles was totally out of ammunition and he gets cleared. He didn't kill the Gorge. Hey, Gorgeous is a Gorge. He didn't kill the Gorge and he only killed the Skulk, so it's fine. First attempt at oxygenation here, but Wakelagger and Rirey are coming back. As I told you just a bit earlier, the Marines really want to attack this room and stuff. Oh, there's a Skulk behind Wakelagger and Rirey. The Gorge is making kind of a Gorge fort here. Just a few clogs and stuff, just to be very annoying. Meanwhile, on the rest of the map, there's not really much happening. Hypie and Doggo are on the left side. They have a lane both. Herakles is on the right side, just preventing alien expansion in Baywing, but he's not pushing. What the Marines are doing is that they are not making 2 strike teams at the same time. 3 Marines are lane blocking, while 2 Marines are kinda attacking. And when the 2 Marines are going to die, if they do, some of the other aliens, no, some of the other Marines are going to attack. As you can see, Herakles progressed a bit up while the strike team was being crushed. Very nice calls from the 2 teams. No one's going really alone, and it's quite a controlled play right here. Because all these Marines in ClassicOutEZtourney, they are very skilled. They can be trusted to hold lanes quite passively. They can pretty much kill any Skulk that would come alone. That's why the aliens need to group up if they want to attack. Here, Rirey and Hypie, the 2 girls of ClassicOutEZtourney, are attacking Waste Recycling in a deadly strike team. Rirey takes down Gorgeous, and Wakelagger was in oxygenation, I think. No, where was he? No, he was in Baywing. He killed an Hydra, that's why I thought he was in oxygenation. But now we have King Yo going to the Marine main base. Herakles came back very quickly because he was scared something would happen. Mephilles and Rantology are res biting here in repair. A little bit of assist by the alien commander with too bad Rantology picked only the first one. She didn't really expect the 2 Marines to come. I think she heard only one. She went for the first, while you should pretty much all the time go for the last one, or the second one at least. This extractor isn't down. Too bad. Maybe if Rantology was helping, who was it? Mephilles, I think, biting with a little bit of enzyme, it would have gone down, but it did not. So it's good for the Marines. Rantology goes down to Rirey. Infamous goes down to Rirey as well. They were quite low, and was it a life form? No, it was no life form. It was no life form, only Skulks, so it's fine. For now, we don't have a very strong economy for any of the teams. Quite a bit of aggression by the Marines, and they are way too busy lane blocking and preventing the Skirks from infiltrating their territory to really cap. As you can see, there's only one extractor down and only one harvester down. Oh, King Yo against Rirey with a lot of medpacks. Can King Yo go down to the pistol of that deadly... Oh! That deadly girl, and she totally got King Yo behind the corner. He's got some lead in the wings. Oh boy, that's very unfortunate to lose one lurk that early. But as we can see, there's Infamous, Rantology, and Gorgeous going with Mephilles. Can they go for a base rush while Oxygen Shell? And another lurk goes down to Wakelagger, I believe. Was it Mephilles? Yes, it was. So in Oxygenation, Hypie and Herakles are doing short work of that harvester, while Wakelagger is fighting against one Gorgon, two Skunks. He takes down Rantology, but eventually he goes down to Infamous. Doggo with the shotgun wasted by Infamous. Very nice with Gorgeous baiting as a Gorge. The Skulk can do short work of that, what's it called, a shotgun. Hypie and Herakles. I think these guys really love being boosted in that vent. That's the second time Herakles goes in there. He's the vent guy, you know. Like, if you guys don't know Herakles, he's some kind of he's the sneaky bastard, you know, not a cheeky bastard. He's a sneaky bastard, and he always does some kind of look at this, look at this. He does some kind of sneaky work for the Marines, going in the vents, doing some trick jumps. Sometimes playing quite slow just to ambush some guys. It's not always effective. Quite often it's not, but when it is, oh boy, that's very, very good for the team. Look at this. He got Gorgeous, the Gorge. He really can surprise the aliens. Nice shots here by Rirey. Infamous eventually takes her down. So as you can see on the map, I'm gonna go on like somewhere a bit darker, yeah, like here. So right now the aliens' territory shifted from north to kinda left side, west. But the Marines didn't claim any of the top right of the map, nor the middle. And oh, Herakles can do short work of that hive. If he can kill all of the Skunks, yes, he can. With the help of Wakelagger and Rirey, the Marines are totally going to take that hive down in a few seconds. There's a Gorge nail there, but the Marines are definitely going for the hive. It's it doesn't give any map control, but it's so fresh. Oh, look at them going in going in the Gorge nails with their shotguns. They are not afraid. The economy is not strong, but at that point, the Marines don't really care that much about the economy because they are attacking so much that the aliens cannot destroy their resource towers. So they are not gaining anything, but they are not losing anything either. And if they can, little by little, scrape down the aliens' economy, it's good. So this is something that we often see with very strong players, is that they don't need that much money, to be honest, you know, like the commander doesn't need to drop that many medpacks, because these guys, they can win their 1v1s. They can wait a lot. They're not pushing always and always requiring some attention. But when they do require some attention, oh boy, gotta show out them with the medpacks. So it's more you need to spend your res in spikes for medpacks as a Marine commander. Interesting sentries, as we can see here, to defend the base. They are close to the wall, so the aliens cannot go for a base rush on the IP. It's very interesting. And they cannot hide behind. It's impossible. Anyway, so I was saying, oh, fades up! Fades up. So I was saying that the Marines usually don't cap that much because they're very aggressive. There's not so much time for recapping when you're always attacking, but it's okay. It pays off. That's one kind of gameplay. Oh, That's a Fade Crush on this first race of the Marines, and Herakles goes down to Caperp and the Fades. Caperp eventually goes down, and Infamous, cheeky bastard, he comes back with only 178 health for a last swipe. Can Doggo get that last shotgun? He throws it away and cannot get it. Maybe if he dropped it a bit earlier, but you know. That was a nice attempt, and remember guys, shotguns and all the weapons, they are very expensive, so if you can recycle some, do it! Wakelagger killed Kinyo, who ambushed him. Herakles and Rirey are going back for that tunnel because this is the only foothold of the aliens on the map right now. They're going with one rifler and 2 shotguns for that tunnel. If the Fades ever come, they're gonna be in trouble. Just welding as a group. Capping a little more. The aliens know that this group on the left is too strong for them to kill. So the Fates are going to kill all the Marines one by one, with the Fates outnumbering them. So if there's any shotgunner who is alone against 2 Fates, he's probably not gonna take them down, and this is how the Marines can lose their weapons to phase, slowly whittling down their economy. The aliens lost... Oh, that's an unfortunate harvester drop. The aliens lost a few harvesters, and the Marines did lose some as well. They lost 7 extractors, but for a... Oops, sorry. Herakles and Rirey making short work of these skulks. So I was saying, for an 11, nearly 12 minutes game, 7 extractors down is not so bad for a defense, for the Marines. Well, for real, you know, this is just that for the early game there was not a lot of extractors to bite anyway. But now we have a strike team of 3 Marines pushing into Pipeworks. They're just making their presence known, trying to attract the Fates. Unfortunately, the aliens are slowly... They are slowly losing their gained map control. So first they went right side, then they went down, got a hive there, lost it, and because the Marines destroyed everything, they have to expand to another way. They cannot keep their territory peaceful and quiet. Third time Herakles takes that vent, really. He really does like that vent. Doggo and Rirey, with the help of a few scans, 13 minutes for phase gates. When you don't die that much, you don't really need phase gates. In oh boy, here goes Herakles with a few cat packs and nano shields and med packs. He needs to stay alive, while Doggo and Rirey are actually doing the real work. Herakles was just a decoy. You're a decoy, Herakles. And the other guys got 1 spur. Interesting to see that the aliens are playing with... See? Herakles ambushing. This is he likes to do that. It's quite effective, you know. When you cannot shoot properly, try to outsmart your opponent if you cannot outskill that person. Hypie and Wakelagger have a very good position here. Now that the harvester is gone, they can shoot pretty easily. Nice assist that we can see from the Marine commander. Every time there's a big fight, Marines have catalyst packs, and the first guy to be focused gets a nano shield. One tip that you can actually do in your games. Oh, nice one, Kinyo! Oh no! Doggo saves Herakles. I really wanted Kinyo to BM Herakles and bite him in the butt, but he was saved by Doggo. You know what they say, the Doggo is the best friend of man, or whatever. So Doggo is a good Doggo. Doggo is Herakles' dog. Or Infamous and Rantology, they try not to get seen by the scan, and they are preying on Hypie. Oh, she got totally wrecked by Infamous. All right, so here comes the phase gate. So I was saying earlier, phase gates are quite a useful tool for the Marines when they want to push. But in competitive play, phase gates are not really used defensively. They're more used offensively, you know, to reinforce the front line more easily and faster. Hypie again against Infamous and all the other guys. This time Mephilles gets Hypie. Ouchie. But this one in oxygenation really allows the Marines to push, but they also are making kind of a stronghold in that area. Because if they keep a presence here, this is kind of defensive right now because the Marines are not pushing yet. When they will kill one life form or maybe two life forms, they will push. But right now it's more defensive. So with this phase gate that they can defend with, Rirey and Hypie, the deadly girl duo, all the boys can do the dirty work and they can recap. But the whole alien team is here in gravity, destroying one of the... Ooh! Hypie actually takes down Meph. This is a sweet revenge for Hypie. Fucking yo. Oh, oh. Herakles fragging like it's 2014. You know, killing some World Cup finalists. Bam, bam. Double-barreled shotgun in the hands of Herakles. I also like how the Marine Commander really assists the Marines with scans before every fight. Basically, if you can assist your guys, give them this extra edge with cat packs, with nano shield, with scans. You need to spend less money on med packs, and also your med packs are more effective. Plus, oh, maybe Infamous can go down to Hypie this time. And not the reverse. Infamous actually escapes the claws of Hypie. And I forgot what I was saying. Ah, damn it, Hypie. Gorgeous goes down to Wakelagger. While Mephilles is doing a bit of sapping work on the right side. See, there's no RT on the right side right now. The Marines actually have like the middle and the bit of the left. Now they have another phase gate to secure a nice area for themselves. So the Marines didn't use the phase gate in oxygenation to push. Actually, they used it defensively to so they can actually use both of these phase gates as a way to prevent the aliens from getting out of their base. Right now, the alien territory is only like this quarter of the map. And we have two groups of Marines just defending the gates, while Wakelagger and Herakles are recapping. They're waiting for Fades and Lux to come to trap them. And when the Marines will have a lot of money, or when they see an opportunity, when they see fit, oh, Kingyo goes down to Wakelagger. And when they see fit, the Marines are going to push. So basically, what happens now is that we have a kind of slow, steady gameplay for the Marines, while the aliens still get repelled every time by the shotguns. Because right now, I mean, the aliens can recover. They can totally recover as long as they keep their life forms. Life forms are what is the most important for aliens. Life forms on the field? Good. No life form? You dead, kid. You so dead. So yeah, the Marines played very slow and they waited for an opportunity, and right now they have two groups of Marines coming from both sides to attack Pipeworks. There's a Valiant Gorge, Caperp defending and spitting and bile bombing. Very important job if you can strip the armor off of the... oh, nice shift. If you can strip the armor off of the Marines, it's only 2 swipes for the... Okinyo dies again. Only 2 swipes for the Fates. Oh, Rantology might go down. No, she is totally alive. And the Marines are coming back. I think they didn't do that much damage earlier. No, the Hive is at 100% because there are structures to help. There's a crack, there's a shift, and there are a few Hydras, there's a Gorge. There goes the only Hydra with the grenade. Marines are coming back, they are purple, they are pumped on cat packs. Dogs! And it's 4 Marines, now only 3. Shooting stuff and dying one by one. Unfortunately, they cannot kill any Fade. They managed to kill the Lurks twice. But for the Fades, it's another story, because Infamous and Rantology are very good Fades. And also they play very carefully. Very nice play here by Infamous, like a feinting to follow Rantology back to the Hive. But maybe it's gonna cost him his fate. No, he feints to go back and then comes back for an extra swipe. Woo! The Marines need to get some shotguns back. They need to weld. Rirey is... Oh, sneaky Hive. That's nice. Last time I checked, there was 66 TRS in the bank for the aliens, so they could totally get that extra sneaky Hive. They could have done it in waste recycling as well. Rirey is going to take down that Hive alone, while the 3 other Marines are just trying to get rid of this main alien Hive. One goes down, 2 go down, 2 Infamous and Rantology. The Fates are doing an exceptional work defending. Oh, Rantology did get trapped. Woo! No, go back, Rantology! Mephilles and Caperp trying to cover Rantology while she flees. Oh, actually, that Hive didn't go down. Infamous went alone. Okay, so he separated from Rantology to go help this Hive, but now he's in a tricky situation because Herakles is recapping. Maybe he doesn't know that, and Infamous kinda had only one way to exit, and he totally did. Not in that vent, because you know often there's Herakles, but right now he's there. But in that vent, there's always a bit of Herakles camping. Anyway, oh, Rantology. Oh, she goes down eventually to Doggo, the best friend of Herakles. And I think she has enough to go Fade again, does she? Yes, she does in like a few seconds, but without celerity though, so she's gonna be an even easier target. In the meantime, the aliens managed to get rid of that phase gate in oxygenation, but they lost a Hive. So they traded a Hive for a phase gate. Rest-wise, it's not a good trade. But technically, they still traded one part of the map for another part of the map, so it's kinda okay, I guess. I mean, they don't have a choice, really. But thanks to that shift Hive, the alien commander can get back on his feet because he can cap more easily. See this shift? Very well protected by the clogs. It's there to echo, as you can see, to echo the harvesters quicker. And then Caperp can drop the stuff. He goes back, he builds the stuff, and then he can regrow and improve, increase his economy much faster than with any other Hive. Guys, remember, Herakles is kind of a meme, you know, he's always in events. You know what, I think Herakles is he's a skulk trapped inside a marine's body. That's what I believe. He's a bit trans, you know. half alien, half marine. There goes the strike team, taking back oxygenation. The aliens tried to defend a little bit, but they were very scared. Very, very scared. And eventually the res goes back up. No, not the res, sorry, the phase gate. But can the aliens take... Oh boy, get out! Ah! Oh, that's kind of a big fight. Little did the alien know that the Marines were making another phase gate in oxygenation. They thought about it, of course, but that was quite a timing, and the Marines just sprung out of that phase gate to chase the aliens off. So we have okay, so sentries are gone, probably recycled by the commander to get some. Oh, Infamous died too. Rirey, where is she? In organ donation, Infamous got a very bad shot to the teeth, but he's got enough to go fade again with rantology. So that's the second batch of fades for these American players. Rantology trying to avenge her teammates. Doesn't work. Oh, look at this. Okay, these clogs, they were used by the Gorge to jump in the vent, as you can see. But that's terrible. If the aliens had a little bit of time, they should remove the stuff, because the Marines can go in there, as you can see. Yep, I called it. If you watch the stream later, guys, I know you don't have time. I'm talking to the guys from Team Aya, but every time there's a Gorge in pub that uses clogs to go in the vents, this Gorge, or at least the one Skulk, needs to destroy the Skulks behind, because if the Marines can come in a vent where they shouldn't be able to, they can show up a life form who is unsuspecting. And this is exactly what happened. I called it like 20 seconds before it happened. I totally saw it coming. If I can see it, all the other guys in competition can see it. Advanced Metabolize is researched. The aliens right now have very, very poor economy. They have only their hive, you know? Like, and the Marines have 7 RTs. Gorgeous. He has charge, but he doesn't have celerity, I believe. So he's kinda slow. He's kinda slow. If Gorgeous can soak up some bullets like the good bullet sponge he is, maybe the aliens can do something, you know. If he plays smart, if he tries to take the aggro, then get out a little, maybe with a little help from Caperp, the aliens can do something. But right now, the Marines got a factory here. It's probably it's just got upgraded to Arc Robotic Factory. Yep, there are a few sentries. Rantology goes down to Wakelagger while trying to kill Doggo, best friend of Herakles, man's best friend, the man's best friend. So she goes down, so one less life form, but Gorgeous maybe can make a difference. I don't really see it happening though, because Marines have such a strong economy right now. They're just playing very carefully, very slow. If there was a little bit of money, I would even place another command station in Gravity or somewhere, you know. These sentries, look at this, it's so good, it's just so good. Because what these sentries are doing, they're not like protecting an area with a kind of a triangle formation. No. They're focus firing that way, so the Marines can stand here, which is a very good place to fight, and they can have cover. Oh, that's huge! That's very good, because the sentries were not finished, and the Marine who was defending them was just killed. And the aliens focus the battery of the sentries, which is a very good move to make sure it's the most costly and it's the thing you want to destroy first if you can. But with that configuration of sentries, you can, but it's hard. I mean, if you go on top, you can destroy them. You can destroy the sentry battery, but there's always gonna be one guy coming out of the phase gate just to kill you. Okay, the arcs are going the other way for some reason. RIDDLE, there's a little bit of a problem here, but I think that's because there's an armory blocking. But maybe the arcs won't be necessary anyway. Oh no, the arc was to arc out organ donation, okay. To prevent the aliens from having an economy, but it's not to destroy the hive. Because there's a gorge with a bile bomb, so if the arcs are going to pipeworks, the arcs are gonna get destroyed by Caperp. Oh, but it doesn't reach. Does it? No. No, it doesn't reach. Maybe if you go really like right into that corner, but no. That was a good plan, but you know, sounds good, doesn't work. For the friends of the memes. And there's a prototype lab. Okay, so with this on the field, you know that's the toll for the aliens, which no, the bell. Oh, what's it called? What for whom the bell tolls? For whom the bell tolls, my friends? For the aliens. That's the bell that tolls for the aliens. Ah, yeah, that's it. I'm trying to I'm trying to incorporate idioms in the thingy, in the cast, but sometimes it doesn't work. Right, so the arc is going all the way around to skylights, and there's already an observatory there, so the arc is going that way, and it's gonna stay there because it can cycle destroy this this harvester. Doggo in the vent, making sure he can escape the Onos because the Onos cannot go in that vent. Oh, but he's got a shotgun. That's not common for a shotgunner to go in that vent. And Doggo is actually in a good position to trap Gorgeous, but oh, well, he kills Kinyo, so that's still good. He could have got he could have gotten Gorgeous, but he didn't. Instead, he got his little brother Kinyo, which is good actually. It's okay. Right now, the Marines really have a strong economy, but they really want to win. They're not taking any risks, and because Team Aya is actually very good, they cannot just going and flash everything in pipeworks, you know. So they must play a little bit more cautious. Woohoo! Gorgeous, very low, 8%. The Marines need to play more cautious. They are the ones who led the game for quite some time. Or maybe Infamous can get Hypie. No, he goes in the Herakles vent, and so the arc, this hero arc, comes towards Pipeworks, but Caperp is gonna destroy it. Yeah, I called it. Ay. No, Wakelagger is chasing Caperp away, and so yep. Jetpacks are up, so Herakles actually got the first jetpack on the field. With jetpacks, the Onos cannot do anything because he cannot reach the Marines. Rirey killed Infamous's Fade. The Fades and the Lux were the ones to deal with the jetpacks, and without any Lurk, without any Fade, it's going to be another kind of problem for the aliens if they ever want to come back. Which is still possible, very unlikely, unfortunately, but it's still very possible. You know, with maybe like a base rush, but according to the meme, how about build arc, recycle the ops or not notice is only for Phony, and we don't have Phony in the com share right now. We have RIDDLE. Phony is kind of a meme as well. Rantology lost her Fade, so she's res biting. Well, basically everyone lost their life form except Gorgeous. So Gorgeous is the only one here fighting in pipeworks to defend. Actually, the jetpackers can go on the beams and on the pipes and stuff, but I think Gorgeous can have some reach, and he can totally chase off these jetpackers a little bit. Maybe if he plays right here where there's not enough room for movement, but he needs to be quite careful. He needs to be careful. So the skulks went on respiting duty. The skulks have adrenaline and not carapace. They have leap and adrenaline, so they can leap thrice. They can leap 3 times if they want to get the jetpackers. But right now we have all the purple marines in here in Pipeworks. They are flying. They are on drugs, and it's a GG called by the team leader Infamous. ClassicOutEZtourney wins that very first round as Marines on Gembi. Clap, clap. Anyway, that's the second round. Team eyjafjallajökull against Team ClassicOutEZtourney. Infamous team against Herakles' team. So we have Herakles again in advance. He really loves it, but he's a skulk now, so he can take all the vents. Against Kingyo, very interesting line here by Kingyo. He tries to get the jump on his former teammate. Haha, gotcha. Infamous here, preventing Doggo from coming and harassing Mephilles. Playing a little bit of mind games here. Wakelagger got a few shots on his skin, but he's tracking Kingyo. Kingyo is no fool though. He knows it's coming. Very nice play by Rirey, as you can see. She went first and went a bit on the wall, not really attacking, to shake off the aim of Kingyo, and she went up right there. So Kingyo would look up, while the other skulks were biting his feet. Very good play. This is how you should play when... this is what you should do when you are playing with other skulks. There's the first one who goes in the room is gonna take the aggro. And so, in order to kill that very first skulk, the Marine is going to track it. And when you're a bit when you are just moving very fast, it's harder for the Marine to kill you as a skulk. And if you go up, the Marine looks up, and your teammates can do the kill. It's very good. Quite often you will see this kind of behavior. It's good behavior for skulks. First one, Doggo, as you can see, he goes behind the vents, tries to get the aggro. But these Marines are no fool! Doggo is maybe, because there was one part that was sticking out. I totally caught that on video. So if we need the video for the ref, it's here. We totally saw it. Alright, so the alien started in West Recycling, which is going to lead to a kind of a different game for the since this map is asymmetrical. Since it was a different spawn for the other round, we might see a different game. I was saying, this map is asymmetrical, so spawning in waste, recycling, and spawning in Pipeworks is a bit different. Infamous and Rantology against Rirey. They are paired together. They were Fate buddies, and now they're Marine buddies. Mephilles with a very, very good positioning here. It's also a good tunnel location, but it's quite unfortunate because it's very close to the entrance, so that's it's quite an advantage for the Skulks before the Marines come in. But once the Marines are in Pipeworks, they can just go here, and the Skulks spawn from the tunnel very, very fast. I mean, get out of the tunnel very, very far away from all the Marines close to the power node. In Pipeworks, if you're a Marine, remember, try to get into that area or maybe that area, because they are very, very good positions. You are back against the wall in a very spacious, large room. So it's very easy for... I said very, way too much. It is quite easy to fight in Pipeworks like this. Rantology Infamous putting a lot of pressure already. Since there isn't so many things to kill anywhere, Rantology might as well go for the alien's main base, and she killed 2 eggs, which is very annoying, and made the alien commander spawn 2 eggs, which actually cost 5 res, so she wasn't doing nothing, she was doing economical damage. It's still valuable. Maybe helping Infamous destroying that art in oxygenation would have been better, but she was covering him kind of by killing the spawners and maybe trying to get the lurks. She failed, but it was a very good attempt at getting the lurks before they spawn. I mean, if you can kill a lurk in its egg, it's amazingly good. That's very good psychological damage, and that's also good for your economy as a Marine, because the lurks are very expensive. When you need to drop medpacks for the Marines who are poisoned or who are spiked, it's very expensive. Now that Wakelagger and Doggo are on the field as the duo of lurks, maybe we can see a shift in that game, and the aliens can get an economy back if they ever had one. No, they didn't. Wow, it's looking. I thought the Marines were doing a good job earlier, being very aggressive and stuff, but now it's even worse, or better. Oh, cleared by Hypie. Kingo lost his shotgun, so it's 7 minutes already. So yeah, we are far away from the fates, to be honest. They spawn at 37, if I'm not mistaken, and it might be a bit different in comp mode, but because of this very poor alien economy, oopsie, because of this very poor alien economy, the fates are far. And oh, Mephilles! He's the hunter. He's trapping Doggo. I think Doggo saw it. So Mephilles and revenge! Wakelagger just avenged his nearly trapped dog buddy, the flying Doggo. And one harvester down, one more harvester down for the aliens, and that's very bad because right now the aliens spent a lot of res on harvesters. It's more harvesters destroyed than extractors. That's not how you play the game. That's not supposed to happen. I'm not blaming anyone, but what I'm saying is that it's very damaging. Very, very damaging. This is incredibly bad for the aliens. That's a very bad situation to be in. Because harvesters take a lot of time to grow, and especially since the aliens are playing with Crag Hive, they cannot replace their lost harvesters very easily. So Crag Hive first rather than Shift is quite a slower gameplay, you know. It's while Shift is more like, it's a bit costly, but it's more like a pumping economy. It's more focused on generating PRS rather than TRS for the aliens. And what you do basically, you can lose harvesters because you can replace them very easily. With Crag, you try to conserve what you have. With Shift, it's okay to lose some territory. It's okay to lose some map control because you can claim it back quite easily, very quickly. But with Crag, no. You need drifters. You need a lot of things. You know, like, oh, is it infested tunnel? Yes, it is. No, it's not. Oopsie. So there's still a tunnel in Pipeworks, and rather than placing, oh, oops, Doggo died. Ah, yeah. Kingo and Infamous ran into that hive with 2 shotties, and they killed a lurk. They were like, oh, you're a dog, but you're actually a bird. Bam, you're dead. Mephilles killed the other lurk who was coming behind, trying to trap the other guys, but he got pinched. And that's probably the end of the aliens. If there's no life form anymore, if it's only some eggs, some skunks. Okay, Infamous went down to Rirey, but there's still two shotgunners in there. Oh wow, that was a masterfully played game for the Marines, and as I stated earlier, we saw that it was a bit different. Oh boy, it's starting! Haha. Alright, so the aliens wanted to start in cargo, and of course the Marines start in control. Pack of skulks. Good reading of the game. Three Marines on the right side, 3 aliens on the right side. As well, Doggo came here to try to get some early picks. Failed. Kingo failed to get some parasites. He got one, he spat at Hypie twice! And also at Rirey, got one opportunity to get a, what's it called, a bite on there. Oh, Hypie, nice reflexes on rantology. She kills her eventually. Doggo just rushing again. Meanwhile, the Gorge, gets stuff back in nanogrid. Yep, that's the money here. The money maker. Gorge is the money maker. Mephilles just preventing Wakelagger and Herakles from crossing that corridor. Not crossing, but traveling down that corridor. Because system waypointing is arguably the most important room of that map, since it gives whoever controls it a lot of map control. Usually it's the Marines, but if you can control that area, you prevent the travel from all the directions. Like, yeah, that's kind of a crossroads in there. But fortunately, there's a vent that allows the aliens to go on the left side a little bit. Doggo down in pipeline already against rantology. She's got some health missing, but Gorgeous is here and he's going to tank some bullets for rantology. Let's see how Doggo reacts to the Gorge and the Skulk. He's no fool. He knows rantology didn't die. He knows he must be somewhere. But he's being spat at and babbled to death by the Gorge while trying to chase rantology. Eventually he goes down. Wakelagger is in system waypointing, just patrolling, while Mephilles got the better of Herakles and killed him while he was capturing Overlook, the RT. Shift Hive started. That's an interesting start. Again, it's a good start. I love it. Oh, nice tracking here. You could see all the tracers. Doggo was like on the Skulk. Very nice tracking there. Gorgeous alone. He got separated from his his Skulk friends, but he can go back through an alternate way. Herakles didn't realize this, and he's going for nanogrid instead of going for Gorgeous alone. but the what's it called? The room nanogrid was left alone by the aliens, so the Marines took this opportunity to get in. But the Lurks are up on the field. Very good economy here for the aliens, even though there are 2 harvesters which were destroyed, probably the ones in pipeline and C12. It's what I really love with the shift hive and stuff. Right now, no, there's gorgeous building, all the stuff, but I really like this display style by Caperp, trying to get as many harvesters as fast as you can, being very aggressive on expansion. It goes well with the ClassicOutEZtourney gameplay, Marine gameplay. That's because they play quite slow but steady. So if the aliens can get this opportunity to cap a maximum of res and increase their income, that's very good, because the fades are gonna pop up sooner. You can have more goodies. You can play some more PV because you have more T-res. It's all good. Also the important room here. Herakles and Rirey putting some pressure. I'm not sure most of these harvesters are actually worth the money and the time, but they still give. They still give extra P-res for the aliens, so that's good to have any harvester up. Oh, Mephilles is so low. Can he? Oh, there's the gorge you have. Cool. The aliens know that eventually, it's sure 75%. Eventually, they will lose nanogrid. So they need to build an economy earlier. Nice mine here. Look at this. It's a very good mine placement. Because the Marines sometimes like to come here because you have a nice clear view. Nice clear in the neck here, but nanogrid is in danger. Wakelagger spots an unbuilt crag, takes it down. Very good. Not a crag, sorry, a shift. The shift was... Oh! Leg down! Leg down, I repeat, leg down! Poor Mephilles died, and Kingo nearly died as well. Unfortunately, there is no crack, so Kingo needs to find an alternate way to come back to cargo. Alright, RIDDLE places some more sentries, it's always good. He's gonna recycle the robotics factory after when he's done to get some more resources out of it. Kingo eventually goes down to Hypie and Doggo. Ah, those two. Ay. So everything's fast in that game. Like, you get lurks and fades fast, you get res fast, but also you die fast. We are at a level of play that doesn't allow you to survive your biggest mistakes. I sincerely and deeply think that NS2 is... Oh, fades on the field already. Oh, Gorge is going down! That's a flash! But while all the Marines are busy trying to get nanogrid, at least to deny it, the Hype was dropped in pipeline. So I was saying that I deeply think that NS2 is more about taking advantage of your opponent's mistakes rather than doing well yourself. I mean, there's a part of skill, doing well and stuff, but a huge part of the game is having a consistent basis of knowledge and skill, but also being able to take care of the not take care, but oh, rantology goes down as a fade to Wakelagger. So yeah, you need to take advantage of your opponent's mistakes. If fade stays too long, you have to chase it to kill it. If skull goes the wrong way, You can trap it. If your opponent gets stuck in a wall as an alien, it's your duty to perform better, you know, to do some extra things. Rirey goes down to nearly all the aliens here. The aliens started to backplay more, so we have less res biting, but a more effective one when it happens. Why? Because it's only 2 life forms on the field. They need to deal with shotgunners, and the skulks can do their job. So aliens are more doing kind of a big pack of aliens play. Unfortunately, this hive was discovered in pipeline. It's 9 minutes, so of course the Marines knew there was a hive coming. Doggo and Hypie, with the help of Wakelagger, are on this hive. Correct response to that would have been a base rush. Unfortunately, there is an observatory there, and there's also the sentries. Interesting sentry placement here. Sentries are covering the structures, so either you go for the sentries, commander logs out and kills you, or you skip the sentries and you go for the structures, but all the structures are in range of the sentries. That's a very interesting structure placement here by RIDDLE. It prevents base rushes pretty well. I mean, you can still go for the CC, but if you want to just go for something quickly, you know, you can't do it. You cannot kill an IP quickly on the base rush because of that structure placement. Rantology and Gorgeous go down. The hive goes down. The Marines are dominating. They didn't take nanogrid. They didn't claim it. Their economy is not that good either, but it's kind of even. It's kind of even. But they are totally wrecking. Hypie and Doggo saw an opportunity to kill Mephilles while he was going down to heal in cargo, but he actually went down, escaping the trap by Hypie and Doggo. Only one hive. Hypie and Doggo killing the eggs. Eventually they are cleared by a big pack of skulks. It's not always easy to deal with that kind of things with the shotguns, because when you're out of shells, you need to reload, and that's the moment that the skulks choose to come and bite you. Nice killing your 2 HP, but he gets a revenge on Herakles. Eventually he bamboozled him. He tried to do it earlier in in Jambi, but it didn't work because Doggo was there to cover, but this time it worked. Hypie chasing Gorgeous and shoots Kinyo to the face. Nanogrid still empty. The Marines just got 3 scans. One in nanogrid to see what was there, one in pipeline, and one in cargo to be sure of the position of the aliens. And I think this is game. If the Marines can sustain such a push, it is game, because there's no other hive to spawn more eggs. Most of the alien team is dead. There's no life form, only Gorgeous. And it's a GG called by Infamous. Masterfully executed round as Gorgeous to go down. As Marines for Team ClassicOutEZtourney. Right, here we go again. Team Eya starting in control. Team ClassicOutEZtourney starting in what's it called, in the cargo. Did I hear eggs spawning? Does it mean we will have a very aggressive start, or did I hear wrong? Well, God just said, "You shall not pass." But Hypie, sneaky P, Hypie, the sneaky skulk, was hiding in there, just behind the crate container there, and God just didn't even realize there was something. Ah, pause. What up? Okay, so while we are on pause, nothing can move, can I? Yes, I can. Well, I can, but when we're on pause, everything is frozen. Marines are frozen, maps are frozen. You cannot move on the map. You cannot see anything as a player. Time stops. Everything stops until we type resume. So Infamous, the leader of the AI team, just crashed, but that's okay. This kind of things happen, and he is back. Happy spat at Mephilles. Wakelagger is waiting around the corner. Very interesting move here. As we can see, Mephilles knew there was maybe an ambush coming up, so he went close to that corner and quickly jumped back to bait an attack from the Skulk, but to have a better angle than if the Skulk was only at his feet. He had like a few meters. Oh, Infamous! Oh, please! Oh no, mate! Oh no, Rirey got a nice kill on Infamous. Nanogrid been capped, and we have already 2 shells. So it's a Crag Hive start for the aliens again. For Team ClassicOutEZtourney, Crag Hive first is probably the most common start because it offers a lot of advantage. First, you can choose to get a Carapace to have more HP, and you can also use a Vampirism to regain HP each time you bite somebody. So it's you live longer with Carapace, and if you are hurt, you can also regenerate with regeneration. Remember, guys, as a Skulk, you can re-evolve for free. So if you want to, okay, let's say you want to use Vampirism to fight, then you win your fight, but you have like what? You have 6 HP, okay, or something like this, or your low HP. You can evolve to regeneration in event, and then you can go full HP, and then you can evolve back to Vampirism or Carapace. It's I see this as a win-win situation. Marines are more present on the right side. ClassicOutEZtourney still plays a bit more of a slow but steady game, very controlled. That's interesting to see. They make proper attacks, proper defenses. Exactly what I said earlier. Wakelagger was low, so he evolved back to regeneration, so he could gain HP while he moves. And then he's gonna switch back to oh no, maybe he's dead. Right, Mephilles maybe got stuck a little bit. Kingo cleared by Hypie and Doggo here in Nanogrid. It's interesting to see that the Marines are not so bold anymore. They often get cleared. Well, they actually have a lot of map presence, but they often get cleared by a group of 2 or 3 skulks. Oh, Rirey. She gets the jump on Kingyo, unfortunately, but Kingyo is gonna go back to topographical anyway to defend it when he spawns. Because when you spawn, you need to go to defend the closest harvester or extractor that is being attacked. No, maybe rantology actually will get her. No! Very nice. So, oh, she forgot to check that spot. That's a very interesting play here by Rirey. I really often like to do that. Instead of hiding on the ceilings, you can hide on the floor behind props. Oh, look down! While Mephilles was being attacked and med-packed to stay alive, basically tanking, the mates came and surprised the lurks, and they totally wrecked one lurk. So that's unfortunate. Pipeline claimed again. We very often see pipeline claimed anyway because it's so much harder to claim sub, since the Marines have control of system waypointing most of the time. These guys, all the players, they know the importance of such a room. And same, another lurk goes down. This is interesting to see as well. If you can try to make crossfires as Marines, or when your mate is being attacked by another guy, you need to stay far away and shoot at the guy who is attacking your mate. It's so much easier to shoot a skulk that is fighting your teammates rather than to shoot a skulk that is at your feet trying to bite you. It's very good to always have a line of sight on your mates. Mephilles and Gorgeous attacking Nanogrid, which was not defended by any tunnel, or maybe they destroyed it, I didn't see. And there is no PvE, there's no, what's it called, crag or anything. Kingyo! This dude! all the skulks who came to Skylights, they met their demise in the hands of Kingyo. And Gorgeous BMing this harvester with the bash. He killed, I think most of the skulks were a bit low, probably because of an earlier fight or something. But Kingyo eventually killed all the skulks who came base rushing. That's a very game-changing play, in my opinion, because what I was saying earlier is that taking advantage of your opponent's plays. If the Marines are pushing Nanogrid, fine, let them have it. As aliens, we can totally rush their base, and that's what the aliens did. But even though it was the right play, Kingyo totally wrecked them there. That's impressive. Oh boy. Scans are ahead of a phase gate location, so the guy Kingyo can see on the map that there's no one. He doesn't even bother looking at the corridor behind him because he knows there's nothing. Usually what you want to do when you're building is you want to always face the area where the skulks will come from. Do not turn your back to skulks. Gorgeous and Mephilles with shotguns against Hypie. Gorgeous is not moving too far ahead so that Mephilles can still see him, but at the same time he's behind trying to... he's a bit further to try to kill the guys who will come behind the group. I mean, why? Because none of them have rifles, so they cannot really cover each other with shotguns anyway. So they'd rather win they'd rather win 2 1v1s. Okay, so the aliens are waiting on the Marines to 4-man push pipeline while they're busy in there with RIDDLE. It's actually 5-man push and bim, base rush. But the Marines totally anticipated that, and unfortunately, they were just waiting for that actually. And unfortunately, now they need to, well, defend the base and so on, and the Skunks are not so far away, so they can still do that again. But the Marines, with the phase gate technology, they can just come back to attack pipeline again. Not so stupid, the sentries. we see another kind of sentry placement there. So 2 sentries facing different ways, but on the same side, and 1 sentry covering the two other sentries. These sentries are impossible to destroy for a lone skulk, but they are less effective at dealing damage and supporting fire than the sentries of a RIDDLE. That's a lot of frags with them shotguns in here, in pipeline. The Marines are on a hunt for eggs. They want omelette for dinner. Oh boy. Alien omelette. There's even an arc coming to make short work of that hive. It's very important because if the Marines are too busy dealing with the Fates, it's gonna take a lot of time to take down a hive. But if they have a siege machine, siege engine, something, whatever it's called, they can focus on killing eggs and killing aliens rather than destroying the hive. And it's totally what they did, and it's quite effective. And oh boy, that's good. The 2 spurs were dropped in cargo though, so they are safe. So even though the aliens lost leap, they lost a hive, and they lost the shift hive technology. Or if we upgrade, if we can say technology, I don't think we can because it's not a tech, kind of. They lost the hive, but they still have the shift upgrades, which is celerity most of the time. Wakelagger actually has crush to deal more damage to the structure and strip more armor. It's very good when you're res biting, which is what he's doing. Lone arc moving towards cargo. And there's a crush on the neck. Famous alone against all the skulks. Kills RIDDLE. But the fades, 3 fades, are grinding that phase gate in neck. Unfortunately, the Marines go to nanogrid first, so they cannot really defend neck. The arc is still up because with 3 fades on the field, you cannot really destroy that machine. The Marines have a very good position here, all in the same corner, in the same spot. Very easy to medpack. There's a lot of medpacks on the ground. You can take them when you want. They are destroying the upgrades to be sure that they actually are making some damage, even though they fail to end the game. Plus, if you destroy the shells and all the things, the life forms are weaker. 1 fade down, Rirey goes down to Infamous, probably because she didn't have Carapace anymore. Herakles still have Carapace. And Hypie only has Celerity. But they don't have Metabolize or anything. It's game for the aliens now. It's pretty much game over. So here we can see the aliens actually managed to kill the no, what did I say? The aliens managed to kill the Marines, but in the process they lost all their upgrades, and they just have nothing. They defended their main base, but It's only a matter of time before the Marines are coming back. And so instead of doing one full successful push, the Marines will do 2, and eventually it will work out in the end. This is a very aggressive phase gate that is meant only for frontline reinforcements. So basically, if one Marine dies, you can just go back. Very easy. Don't even care about nano grid anymore. We have as many herakles as we want on the Marine side. As you can see, the riflers are trying to shoot the gorge and trying to shoot the hive from a distance, while the shotgunners are waiting for the fades. One fade, Herakles went in and got shot 4 times to the face. Oh boy! Hypie went into the wall. She banged on the on that container. Oh, it was that was painful. Oh, gorgeous kill Mephilles with a grenade. Because there is friendly fire in competition, so you need to be careful, especially if you're playing Exosuit or something. Doggo killed valiantly. He killed two Marines, but the hive goes down. Okay, so we missed the first minute. So we have test, microphone test. It seems to work. Well, that's one thing we have. Warehouse start for the aliens, which is arguably the best start, but kind of risky as well. Wakelagger against Infamous here in repair room, and rantology in the vent. Hypie, Rirey, and Doggo going on the right side. Maybe to kill Mephilles, who is just capturing this resource tower. So a little bit of capping, a little bit of fighting, but not so much happening right now. We kind of have a nice line in the middle here. The Marines are lane blocking very well. Herakles killed Infamous, they're in repair, and rantology needed to shift from there to hub. No, from hub to repair, and she is letting Mephilles take her place in hub. This is called lane shifting, my buddies. Haha! Nice one, Mephilles. Wakelagger nearly killed Meph in that vent. That was a very nice play. Good cover here by Kinyo, revenging his down teammate Mephilles. Hypie and Doggo trying to parasite Gorgeous and Infamous to have this sweet wall hack. Gorgeous teaching Doggo some manners. You don't walk on the ceilings, boy! Kinyo and Infamous doing some mischief here in Mezzanine. Killing a Drifter, killing a Skulk, killing an RT. Herakles not making himself known. He is low on health. He's waiting. He's just getting parasites, and he's waiting on his mates to come and help him. He drew the attention of Kinyo as a bait so that Hypie could kill the other guy. Wakelagger is coming to kill Kinyo, but little did he know Gorgeous is coming to the rescue to help Kinyo. And these two guys are getting spiked to death. It's not clubbed to death, it's spiked to death by the goddamn flying birdies. Big group of Marines here in Mezzanine. So remember, guys, as okay, I'm gonna give you an advice. These areas, the one keep clear and the other one keep clear here. We cannot see because of the NSL logo. They are very good spots. this one here in mezzanine, because you can lane block for Marines area. I mean, you can lane block from mezzanine kind of. You can see left, you can see top. It's just all in all very good. So if you want to place a phase gate, these locations are quite good. This one's quite strong, but it can be bile-bombed from the top, which is not good. But this one here or here, it's good for a phase gate as well. Infamous and Mephilles against Hypie. She's hiding under the stairs and she bamboozled Infamous while Doggo took this opportunity to oh my boy. Doggo took this opportunity to kill Infamous, but he needed some help from Wakelagger, and Rantology came to the rescue of Mephilles with a shotgun and shot in the wing of Doggo, who really had a hard time escaping. Gorgeous alone against 2 Skugs. He doesn't need the help of King Yo, apparently. Same remark here. Very good location to fight here in repair room on the take point. Very good 2-man strike team. King Yo, Gorgeous, 2 of the best players of NS2. 1 rifle, 1 shotgun. It's a very powerful combination. They can deal with anything. Basically, they are a combination of Marines and weapons to kill Lurks. If the Lurks come too close to both of the Marines to bite them, the shotgun will shoot them in the face. And so what you do against a shotgun as a Lurk, you spike. But problem is there is also riflers, so the rifler can shoot the Lurk at a distance. There's no opportunity for a lone Lurk to deal with that kind of group. It's very, very strong. Shotgun and a support, very strong. Wakelagger just doing some economical damage here in the form of spikes, forcing the commander to keep an eye on the guys in hub, a few med packs. If Lurks don't kill people, actually, they make very good economical damage because they make the Marine Commander drop some advice. Oh, Doggo got a shot to the face. He's very low. He knows Mephilles is coming, so he must retreat in that vent. Does he have Roost? Do we even have Roost? No, there's none. There's not any of this. Is there Roost? No, I can see only the Marines tech tree as a spec. That's unfortunate. But there's no Roost anyway. So Doggo needs to use the regeneration to heal. Wakelagger and Doggo both have regeneration, and as I stated earlier, Warehouse is very strong for starter hive because its position is good. As we can see on the map, you can go from Warehouse to left lane to the middle, kind of the middle lane, but also the right side, thanks to that vent in mezzanine, which is very strong. Whereas if you are in server, you're a bit stuck to 2 locations, and it's longer. Problem is, you can get arced from North Tunnel in Warehouse, which is something that cannot happen in server. It's very dangerous. So that's like a double-sided edge. That's a Damocles sword above your head. That's why it was important for the aliens to cap that second hive and to make it a shade hive, and to make a shade to prevent the arcing. There's bile bomb, three veils, 3 shells, fates, 2 fates, 2 lurks on the field. That's interesting because the ClassicOutEZtourney team is going ham on this round. They play very, very well. So do the Marines actually, but right now it's kind of even. They have all the things they need to win and to counter the Marines, who also have all the things they need to win. It will really boil down to how the aliens will respond to that threat, to that siege. they need a gorge to buy bomb those arcs. Of course they do. But there's also an armory block to prevent the bile bomb, to prevent the spikes. As you can see behind me, there's this Wakelagger doing some spiky spikes. And with 3 arcs, if the commander is smart, he's gonna target the shade. But the other commander is also smart, so the shade is a bit further away. The ink cloud on the shade prevents the arcs from firing at the hive, so it actually buys time. And it's also an opportunity, with all the marines defending their arcs in North Tunnel, it's an opportunity to drop a repair room hive, which can also be arced, but you know. The aliens are not even healing the hive because there's no point. Oh, Wakelagger has died to Rantology's pistol, and Herakles is actually destroying the phase gate in the base while the other marines are fighting. He was probably like, on the team speak, he was like, don't kill anyone, I'm just gonna get that phase gate and then you're gonna clean them. It can work, and that was a good plan. That's why the aliens didn't go in to get the kills on those arcs, but unfortunately these arcs are very strong, and there's like 4 of them. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, there's only 3 of them, but they are very strong, and they make short work of that poor hive. Right now the aliens have a better economy than the marines, but they lost their starter hive and they lost their upgrades. They lost 1 shell. Okay, they lost their first shell, but 2 more shells were placed in Sava, along with the other things. Nice recovery here for the aliens, moving a gorge tunnel on the other side with the shade. Problem is, it's a bit in the middle of nowhere, and the crag is not well placed. It's taking damage, so Gorgeous actually spotted the thing. Riddle can totally grow that new hive though. We have those arcs coming to platform to destroy this RT. Commander is moving them. 3, oh no, it's gonna be mezzanine first, but look at this. 1 volley. 2 volleys are gonna be enough to kill that RT. And I kinda rooted for the aliens though. They were doing quite great before losing 1 hive and that biomass and stuff. And now with the arcs, it's gonna be hard to keep an economy. It's gonna be tough. The hive is up, the aliens can heal. It's gonna be nice. Just saw that thingy. No. Okay, so Veulogize, I know that you it's 3 minutes late, but I checked your thingy by selecting an alien and checking on the tech tree. Didn't work. That's too bad. No, but it's okay. It's okay. It doesn't really matter anyway. But thanks for the tip, bro. All right, so actually things are not looking as dire as I said. Platform is still up. By the way, you can arc platform from that position. The gorge tunnel is still up. The aliens have 4, soon to be 3 harvesters, but the marines are hurting as well. Their economy isn't good. They cannot take up. They only have 3 rests. And yeah, they've been doing great. It's been a very high economy game for a long time now, but now it's over. Now everyone is poor, and there's an onus on the field as Herakles, because the aliens have a repair room hive, which kind of splits their territory in 2. It's very hard, but they can heal at both sides anyway. Because they have a repair room hive, they can rush the power node in shipping or do whatever very easily. I don't really see where everything is going right now. It's hard to predict. It can really go either way again. If the aliens manage to kill those 3 arcs, Marine Commander is not using the arcs anymore, so he's just placing them apart to make sure they are not easily destroyed by a bile bomb. Rirey and Hypie, 2 girls against Mephilles and Gorgeous, the big boys in shipping. No, in hub, sorry. Can Herakles make a difference? Poor Herakles is doing the Onos thingy, but... Oh, maybe Rirey is going into a trap. No, she isn't. Problem is, because he's big and cannot really travel between repair and server because there's no tunnel yet, which should happen very soon. He's kinda stuck. Bone wall! Right. Hallucination is good enough. You know, he's just here to be there and be strong and just pretend he's doing something, but he lost the mobility that he had as a skulk, and he's just here to soak damage, but he cannot take risk. Oh, Herakles, he's going down. Can he? He went down too bad. Unfortunately, he bumped his head onto that wall, which made him lose the momentum, and eventually he went down. So the aliens traded 1 Onos for 1 phase gate in hub. Maybe it can lead to the loss of the arcs if the aliens can manage to get rid of the arcs, plus the arc factory, by keeping Kingo, Mephilles, Gorgeous, and Infamous out of hub for a long time. It can be worth it. Could be worth it. The aliens have a strong economy. They see this as an opportunity, you know. In France, we say you don't make an omelette without breaking some eggs. So in order to get rid of hub phase gates, they had to break Herakles' eggs, and he lost his Onos. Unfortunately, this has been a little bit in vain, because 2 arcs are still up. The Marines only lost 1 arc, and they still have the arc factory. They got the phase gate back. They don't have a lot of money, but, well, in vain. In vain, no. In vain, no, because in the meantime, RIDDLE is taking the rest of the map. He took logistics from the Marines, and he's capturing everything. He has 6 harvesters, and very soon 1 more. So he was a bit fast to drop that warehouse hive. A bit cheeky, but it totally works. And it's gonna keep the focus of the Marines on warehouse while he is taking up and taking the rest of the things, and he's just waiting for the PRS to tickle in. Oh, Rirey taking some damage and some risks in here. Can Kingyo as a lone man in warehouse make a difference? Maybe he can get Rirey. She's coming out of that gorge tunnel to meet Kingyo alone. No, Kingyo meets his demise. Maybe he wanted to get rid of the gorge in warehouse. So again, a hive traded for a phase gate in hub, but this time Doggo is an Onos, and 1 arc goes down to Wakelagger. Doggo comes back to hub to try to soak up some damage while the Fades are actually doing the dirty work. It's all about the hub, you know, because the hub really gives the Marines the opportunity to move around the map. If they don't have it, they are stuck. But at the same time, this room offers no other benefit than a good place to fight in. And oh, Hypie died to Mephilles. I wonder where. What was that? Yeah, whatever. she got meffed. Anyway, yeah, it really doesn't offer any other benefit, you know. There's no resource tower, no anything. So you can really get stuck in the position the Marines are with 3 resources and 1 phase gate. It's very hard. There's still an arc factory. We can still pump 1 more arc, 2 more arcs to get warehouse down. Problem is now, if the aliens really want to, they can trade a 3rd hive again. But the Marines, they cannot trade hub. It's too important for them. So if the Marines want to attack warehouse, attack server, whatever, they're gonna get traded. The aliens have 1 more asset than the Marines have. 1 more. Oh, look at these aliens praying outside the base of the Marines. And we see a nice armory block here to prevent the Onos from going through logistics towards the power node. The Onos cannot go through. Can he? No, he can't. But the Marines can. There goes the armory block. The Onos is doing some shenanigans in the base, and there goes the beacon. Only 1 res. And that's a perfect timing. All the Marines were about to attack the hub aliens by going through the phase gates, but the phase gate went down to Herakles and Wakelagger on time. And it's a lot of res lost for the Marines, and it's unseen. We have 9 harvesters for the aliens. After the death of Herakles, which was the first move that allowed the what's it called? The game to get out of a kind of a stalemate. This very first trade of the phase gate in hub was the hammer in the coffin, in my opinion. Not a lot of frags for the Marines. 99661. Good accuracies though, but those what's it called? Those life forms, those alien life forms, really tried so hard. They really went ham on that what's it called? On that round. Wow. Very interesting. And even though I said Tram is kinda Marine-sided, in the end, the cheeky hive in electrical core was a very good move from the aliens, and we saw an alien win. That's so good. Very good stats for the alien life forms. Very good accuracy for the fates. Hypie, Rirey, and a lot of player damage. Very good res biting by Herakles and Doggo and Wakelagger, but more Herakles because he stayed for Ono, so he spent more time as a Skulk. But yeah, it was very good, a very good round. I liked what I saw, and so